apologize. You're so ugly when you cry, please. Bitch is recording. Alright. You heard me?
You talking to me?
I want my chicken tenders heated up on time.
You want me to cook
with the fries and the Texas toast.
Not right now?
I got one more pile, so I got 30 minutes left, so now.
You shut up, fool.
What's up, tribe? Welcome back to this motherfucking channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the vibes. Welcome to the tribe. Make sure you hit subscribe. Oh, did that just rhyme? That rhymed. Alright, you guys, welcome back to this beautiful, growing, abundant channel. I'm Charmaine, your tarot reader, Akasha Visionary, of course, your intuitive best friend, back with another motherfucking pick card reading. You already know the vibes, y'all know the seed. We are in the middle of Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and a whole bunch of bullshit that's going on in the world. So, how are you? Are you okay? I hope you're okay, because there's too much going on out here. But this big card reading is going to be about the second half of Mercury retrograde, where Mercury will be entering into the sign of Capricorn. So with that kind of energy, I want to see what messages your spiritual guides, your ancestors have for you, how you can handle it, what obstacles are coming up for you, what things are in the air. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. I have 3 piles for you guys today. We have pile 1, 2, and 3. So go ahead and choose which pile is calling out to you. What do you feel drawn to? And with that being said, I'll see you at your desired pile. What's up, pile 1? Welcome to your reading, baby. Are you ready to see what energy is coming up or what energy is going to be affecting you for the second half of Mercury retrograde? What things are coming up from the midst? What parts of yourself need to be addressed? What things are happening into this Mercury retrograde? I'm ready. Let's start with your oracle cards. All right, so let's start with your animal energies that are here. So we have the raccoon here. We have the camel here. So right off the bat, with these 2 animals being here, you guys, when I think of raccoons, I think of some sneaky ass shit. I think of sneaky as undercover, I'm the victim energy. I also feel the energy of kind of sneaking around to get things that you think that you want. I also feel with raccoon energy, it's just like you're used to getting things that you want without effort sometimes. Some people aren't afraid of raccoons and some people are afraid of raccoons. So I feel like, you know, sometimes in your life you may be feeling like you're kind of stippling and stumbling around. You can never catch a break. With the camel energy is sort of like that yin and yang balance for you. The camel is very graceful. They are in like harsh terrain. They're in the desert, okay? They carry a lot on their back. They have a lot of baggage from childhood wounds, things maybe within their relationships, or just things in general as life goes that kind of just looks like they got a lot of shit going on, okay? Camels don't look happy. When I'm looking at their back, I'm like, that shit look like it hurt. But you make it look so effortless. You make it look so easy to handle. But I feel like sometimes you need to kind of allow yourself to be okay with knowing that it's okay to ask for help, or it's okay to need help from someone or something. Because sometimes I feel like that can kind of hold you back. But let's get into some of these astrology cards. Now, don't get scared. You ain't got to be no Sagittarius. You ain't got to be no Libra, baby. These are just energies. We all have these zodiac signs within our chart. So don't get afraid. Stick with me. Don't fucking speed up. All right. So we have the earth element of stability. And we also have Capricorn I use. So That's crazy because that, like I said, with that raccoon energy just really felt like someone who uses, I don't want to say uses people to get what they want, but they utilize their environment. They utilize the people that are around them in order to get where they need to go. Or this could be the energy that you don't want to do that. You don't want to have to ask for help. You don't want to have to ask people to help you out, whether that is borrowing money or asking somebody to, hey, can you help me move, or hey, can you help me do this, or whatever the case may be. You just want to already be equipped to handle these situations on your own, no matter how rough it is. And I feel like Mercury retrograde is kind of throwing a lot of that energy out onto you, to where you're kind of forced to kind of ask for help. You're forced to realize that weakness isn't a sign of, well, being down or being kind of low isn't a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of weakness. Sometimes we get to our lowest lows and then we shoot up to our highest highs. It's okay to have to use other things in your environment in order to help you. And I feel like those resources are going to start coming out for you, Pile 1. We also have show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. As well as luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Let's keep going. We also have a leg up. Wow, like I said before, if you look at this card, I'm looking at this card and it just seems like these two polar bears, the one that's on top of the other one, it's sort of like, hey, I need your help. I need some assistance. I need some support. I just need to feel as though, like, again, through this rough terrain, like, look at that shit. Like, it's cold as a motherfucker out there. Like, I just need some help. And like, this energy for you, Pile 1, is like, wow, you need to seek some stability in your support system for sure. We have unfinished symphony as well. So we have new moon, full moon in Aquarius, and new moon in Sagittarius. So we have Uranus and Jupiter energy here. An expansion in the tools and the support, physical support that is around you. Not just you doing and carrying the load all by yourself. As I'm talking, I want to pull some more cards here, just so we can get a sense of anything else Spirit has to say as far as the energy that's coming up and the energy that Mercury retrograde is essentially teaching you right now. Because Mercury retrograde isn't about just, oh, your ex is coming back, or certain people are coming back into your life. No, Mercury retrograde is to teach you certain things about yourself. It's lessons. It's having to go back to pick up the pieces, align yourself with things that you missed in the past. Learn from lessons that maybe have already come up for you, but you didn't learn everything that you needed to learn. So let's get in here. Let's get into it. Hold on, you guys. I didn't drop the card. All right. So we have older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. Ariel, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. We also have the Quill, get back to the basics in December. And it's crazy because a lot of your cards, you have a lot of blues here. A lot of it's just cold. I wonder what your zodiac sign is. Put your zodiac sign down in the comments, you guys. I don't want to know. So looking at these cards and the energy that I'm feeling for you, Pile 1, it's like a rebirth. I don't want to say a death, but like a death, a transformation of how you operate. A lot of you operate in this kind of way where you're all you need and you're okay with it. And that's fine. You don't have to need someone to be, stable or to feel like you have everything aligned. But The reality is, as human beings, we all need a support system. We all need to have a feeling of, if some shit was to go left, that I know that my friend has my back, or I know that my mom has my back. I know that, this lady that I work with has my, whoever it is for you, that you know that you are protected during difficult times. We also have the staff we will be taken care of in difficult times, which is why I was like, wow, this is getting there. This is getting there. All right, so we have scissors, disappointment in some affair, new home, new attitude. So, a lot of you have to take care of yourself as a child. A lot of you were put into a space of where you had to take care of a lot of responsibilities. You had to grow up really fast. Therefore, you have this sense of, like I said before, that I can do this shit on my own. I don't really need to ask anybody for help. Very blocked off cold energy. Mercury retrograde is coming through and forcing you to realize that the people around you want to help you, whether that is you kind of stumbling on financial difficulties, whether that is, just needing a network to where if you're trying to buy a new home, if you're trying to move or put yourself in a different space, that is going to force you to have to dive into these resources of asking other people around you. Another thing that I wanted to say is the fact that, yeah, Mercury retrograde is going to kind of come and fuck shit up. It's going to kind of fuck up the foundation. You yourself are very kind of stable on the outside, but on the inside you may be tearing yourself up, putting yourself down, not giving yourself enough credit for the things that you're going through and the things that are kind of coming into your life. And it's causing you a lot of fucking stress. Like, Power One, you guys need to kind of learn how to but release. You need to learn how to release the amount of stress that comes your way, the amount of chaos that comes your way. Not putting on a front, making it seem like everything's okay, and not analyzing your emotions, not analyzing your feelings, and kind of just putting this shit on the side burner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to get you anywhere. Mercury retrograde is going to continue even after this phase of Mercury retrograde. It happens 3 to 4 times a year. I think this year it happens 4 times. So as long as you don't pay attention to the signs and the cycles and these lessons that come up with these planetary alignments, the more crazy the cycles are going to get. So listen to me, bestie. Get your shit together. We have clouds, temporary problems, frying pan, trouble, and accusations. So again, more of this energy from Mercury retrograde coming straight through. Like I said, creating chaos in your foundation, creating chaos within life. Let's pull some more. Matter of fact, before we pull these, I actually want to pull some tarot cards. Let's go ahead and clear out the overall energy of Mercury retrograde. What is coming up? Why is it coming up? And then let's get into some tarot cards, okay? So connecting with spirit, what needs to be heard? What needs to be said for Power One? How can they get past this Mercury retrograde energy? Wow, 8 of Swords jumped out. Slow the fuck down. It's time to slow the fuck down. I feel like you guys are the type that when shit starts to just pop off, you're like, let me go fix this, let me go fix that, let me go do that, let me do that. Before you even analyze the fact that your ass is blowing up on people along the way, the people that are around you, you catching attitudes, you're fucking up the energy of the household, you're fucking up the energy at work, you're not really being yourself. You look up 3 weeks that went past because you didn't analyze and become more present in your present moment because you're so fixated on fixing shit that could go wrong or things that are going wrong in the current phase of life, and how can you prevent it from going wrong again. And Mercury retrograde ain't here to play. And Venus retrograde too. Venus is coming through to tell you, and show you things that you know that you're investing too much of your time in, things that you are doing way too much that isn't beneficial for you in the long run. So more Aquarius energy here with the Star card. With the Star card, like I said before, living in the present moment. The Star card, the stars itself, our ancestors, they use the stars to navigate. Okay, I feel like a lot of you may be in a space where when you hear, oh, Mercury retrograde, when you're following a lot of your astrologists and your intuitive best friends like me, a lot of you get kind of nervous, like, oh shit, Mercury retrograde, what the fuck we about to do? I don't want you guys to have any more anxiety when it comes to that. I want you to be able to use planetary movements and planetary alignments to your benefit. If you use the energy to work for you and not against you, that's how you win. That's how you beat the system. Because essentially, we all are here for spiritual ascension. We all are here for a certain purpose. And some of you would rather be ignorant to it because it feels more comfortable. But the reality is certain aspects of your life are not comfortable because you are not allowing yourself to dive deep into the things that you are kind of, what's the word? You're forcing yourself to be blind to, is essentially what I'm trying to say. So a lot of you have all the tools around you to be successful, but you just choose not to I'm trying to stop saying kind of, but you choose to not go into the deep depths of what that is and what that could be, because I feel like the idea of perfectionism, being perfect, having all things aligned, is a childhood wound, because a lot of you had parents that forced you to be more mature than you needed to be as a child. And anything that you might have dropped your juice, you might have fucked up, dropped your sandwich or some stupid shit like that, and you got yelled at. So certain things like that over and over again by an adult has forced you now, as your own adult, to do that same thing to yourself now within your own consciousness. So little shit that you fuck up, oh man, I'm short $20. How fuck can I do that? I'm so retarded. I should never spend that. Oh my god. Stop doing that shit. Calm down. Things always work out every single time when you surrender and you release and you allow yourself to, like, all right, next time I'm not gonna do that. Next time, I'll just figure the shit out. I'll just make sure that I'm on time next time. Or next time, or this time presently, I'm going to find out how I can use my skills or my support team to ask for certain things. Some of you may have already burned bridges too. With Five of Swords here in the Emperor card, whether this is with a father figure, some of you may not even have a father figure in your life, father, dad, whoever, but this wise kind of elder could be a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a male, but it could be a female who's very masculine in energy, who usually has their shit together. And some of you don't want to have to go ask for that parental advice or that parental guidance, because it feels degrading. It feels like, I don't want to have to ask you for anything, because me asking for this from you makes me feel as though I'm not on the right path, or it makes me feel like you're talking shit behind my back, etc., etc. And Mercury retrograde, this energy needs to cut it out, because it's blocking a lot of things for you. Because you don't just do that for just that person, you do it for a lot of things. We also have more Sagittarius energy. Some of you may be air sign, some of you may be a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, or you could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you don't have to be, but that's just the energy. Is a lot of Swords and Wands energy here, as well as the Star card, Temperance, and the Hanged Man. So with these two cards here, balance, learning from past mistakes, learning from diagnosing, analyzing the energy of what once was, but what is the energy now? Where's the relationship with the person presently? How and what other people are around you that are willing to help you regardless? Maybe you have a boundary with this person, father figure or mother figure, who was just very masculine in energy and just, like, I don't want to say dictator, but kind of like dictator. And now you're kind of like, I don't want to have to ask her. So who else is in your life that you can ask for help or support? Another thing too here with this Mercury retrograde, how can it help you as well? This hangman being here with temperance, I'm feeling like a lot of you need to kind of pause. As I stated before, be in the present moment. Chill out a little bit. If you smoke, go smoke. If you do yoga, go do yoga, type shit. If you work out, go work out. That's the kind of energy Mercury wants you to do. So that way you can really analyze and see the situation for what it is, because a lot of you, even the little things that happen throughout the day just really disrupt you. It really just disrupts everything for your mindset, and we need to kind of get you balanced. We need to kind of get you into a space where little things don't just fuck you up so bad. Okay? Let's see what else needs to be heard, what needs to be said for you, Pile 1. How can they help themselves during Mercury retrograde? What energy can they embody at this time while they're learning their lessons? Consciousness. Wow. Staying conscious, staying aware, present moment. I ain't lying. I ain't saying this shit out the side of my neck. What else needs to be heard? What needs to be said? What qualities do they need to obtain? That was too many cards. Wow. What the fuck did I say at the beginning of this? I said transform. Can y'all see that? Transform the way you think and how you see things. We also have sharing. Bitch. Ask for help. Share your experiences. A lot of people, you will be surprised on how many people would love to hear about certain things that you conquered, certain things that you do, because you make it look so fucking easy. A lot of people want to know this kind of information from you because it just brings more depth into who you are. We also have the Fool card here as well. So Fool card is just like jump right in. Know that there is risk with everything that you do, but the most that someone can even tell you is no. I mean, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? So let's get into some universal love messages and reminders for you from your spiritual team, Pile 1, and from the universe itself. What needs to be heard? What needs to be said here? We have prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you to be open to receiving. We also have guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Like I said before, you need to be a little bit more being yourself. Don't put on this fake facade because you don't want to look fucked up in front of people. That is who you are. That's what makes you unique. That's what brings more authenticity to your brand. Okay, who you are is your brand, and people can relate and people can actually learn a lot from you when you do that. We also have inner goddess, or God if you're a man. We have awaken the goddess or God within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. And that's on what? Mary had a little motherfucking lamb, baby. So these are your 3 cards, just so y'all can see them. Take it all in. Yes, sir. All right, let's get into some universal spiritual love messages, and that's gonna be that on that, baby. And y'all let me know down in the comments how the fuck Mercury retrograde is treating you right now. What energy is stirring up for you? What situations are going on? How did this resonate? Let me know. All the tea. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Bitch, let me tell you, it said be true to your fucking self. What did I say? Be true to yourself, bitch. We also have you may not ever understand what's going on in their life, but you can always figure out what's going on in yours. Tally ho the universe. I love that. I love that for y'all. Let's see any other messages. Tell them what they need to hear. Give yourself much more credit. Bitch, I'm done. Bitch, I'm done. Like, you ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting no other aligned messages from nobody else but me right now. Stop playing. Hit subscribe. Stop joking around with me. A stranger than strange, pure ponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships are always those who are bad at relationships. Oh, see, wow, even though I use peripondence ineptly, this one is really good. Please ponder the universe. Like I said before, putting on fronts and seeing people from the outside in doesn't mean that that's how it really is. And that goes for you too. Just because you have a hard shell and people might be like, oh, she got everything in line. That's not always true. Sometimes the strong people need love and support as well. Stop doing that to yourself. Anyways, let me tell you your last card. Start where you are. The great thing about feeling deep, profound, earth-shaking love is that you can start with anyone. Next, the universe. Love yourself. Put yourself first sometimes, okay? So, Pile 1, I hope you guys enjoyed this message. Hold on! Pile 1. I forgot. I was supposed to pull this one for you guys. So don't go nowhere yet. But let's go ahead and do it. These are affirmations that I want you guys to say to yourself and to remember while you're going through this mess of retrograde right now. My bad. Give me a second. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Wait a minute. So let's see. How the fuck did I forget these? So I have the attitude of gratitude for the balance I experience each day in all my relationships, including love, health, family, friends, and finances. I have the attitude of gratitude for the cellular structure of my life force and the frequency at which it harmoniously vibrates. Which one was that? Anyways, bye, Power One. I'm done with y'all. This message was definitely needed. Hope you guys took everything in. Get you a tarot journal so that way you are writing down these messages and you also are remembering what the fuck to do. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Hit subscribe if you want to be a part of the Little Tribe on motherfucking YouTube. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next motherfucking video. Peace. Pile 2 was goody. What's up, pile number 2? Welcome to your reading. Let's get right into this Mercury retrograde bullshit. How y'all feeling? Y'all ready to get into what the overall energy is, what you should be expecting? Why is this Mercury retrograde doing this? What is it bringing up out of you? And how can we fix it? We're about to dive into it, all right? Let's start with your animal cards. We have the crow. This card is so pretty to me. Can y'all see that? We have the crow here. Oh, there we go. Hey. We also have the beaver. I'm trying my best. Anyways, matter of fact, maybe I should move this like right here so I can see. I need to see. Alright, so that way I ain't looking like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Alright, anyway. So you guys have the crow and the beaver, pile number 2. So let's get ready to, let's just dive into it, right? So crows, speaking of crows. So pile number 2, crows are spiritual messengers. They come from the spiritual world as well as the physical world. They can literally, how do I want to say this? They can go through the veil. They can get messages from the other side. They're literally the encompassing of both. All right. They get messages and they deliver messages. A lot of people are a little scared of crows, but for me, crows signify transformation. They signify rebirth. They signify spiritual messages. They spiritual omens and things that are coming and things that you should be not worried about, but things that you should be, looking out for. All right. And the beaver All right, put our buddy right here. The beaver is an animal that is just very, they just work all motherfucking day. Okay, beavers just be tiring me out. They just be jamming shit up, blocking shit. And when it comes to the beaver and the crow, I feel like Pausu, y'all motherfuckers are emotional holders. A lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of you have messages that come to you. A lot of you are very intuitive already. You might even be a fucking water sign. I don't know. You don't have to be, but some of you have emotional intelligence. But when it comes to yourself, you don't got emotional intelligence at all. It just seems like you would rather just be the strong person, even though you're not. Intuitively, you know that it's better for you to release these emotions, but in order for you to not, disturb other people's peace, disturb other people around you, you would rather just hold it in. But I'm not gonna get on y'all too hard, but Pow 2, we gotta stop that shit for real. Let's get into some of your astrology cards real quick. Now, don't get alarmed when you see astrology cards. You don't have to be any of these zodiac signs. We all have these zodiac signs within our charts. This is just an energy that wants to be expressed. All right. So we have the South Node of life debts. So. Let's keep going. That's why I say shit. We have the 5th house of creativity. We have look at the bigger picture in the full moon in Sagittarius. A new start is coming. The new moon. Yin. And thinker. So let's dive in. Overall energy of what Mercury retrograde is bringing out of you. With this crow here in the South Node of life's deaths, Mercury retrograde is bringing a lot of karmic things that need to be dealt with, generational curses, things of that nature. I feel like you spiritually, your spirit itself has come to earth in order to learn these emotional kind of reboots, this emotional dwelling in the emotional, dwelling in that space, that spiritual space of being emotionally aligned with yourself. Okay, I feel solar plexus energy and root chakra energy as far as being grounded in who you are, being safe and secure, and being able to allow yourself to creatively, emotionally spill that over. Whether that is dancing, if you're a dancer, a singer, if you're a writer, if you're a artist itself, if you are just a person who works and you build things. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are, but whatever your creative outlet is, I feel like is your superpower. I feel like a lot of you can be very successful. I'm getting like some of you who may be artists can create something so beautiful and kind of make a profit out of it if you allow yourself to actually emotionally pour it out. When you hold it in, you're holding yourself back. When you hold that shit in too hard, too long, you wind up blowing up on everyone else. Okay, so Mercury retrograde is going to be pushing your buttons a lot. You're going to see people who aren't around when you need it. You're going to be seeing shit happening to where you don't feel like you have anybody to confide in. You're going to start seeing that certain things that come to you, it just feels like you're always trying to fix a patch, fix something, fix it and fix it and fix it. And being so micro and being kind of like, I just see somebody in a fetal position having to kind of deal with these alone because of people around you don't understand. It's hard, and Mercury retrograde is not making it any better, especially if some of you are in relationships. I don't know how you can do it where you're in a relationship and you feel alone. That happens. It happens sometimes, but how do you express that out? How do you communicate that? Are you able to communicate with your partner? How can you fix it? Are you an overthinker? How can you fix it? Do you journal? It's like certain things that are coming out for you, pal, too, that just, I feel like you already know this shit. I feel like a lot of you have already, you know what it is. You know what helps you get out of this energy, but you choose to literally torture yourself by either, like, you ever met somebody who would go in their room mad without telling nobody, just to see if somebody would notice that they're not in the same living room facility as everyone else, or just to see if somebody noticed that they were upset. And they would sit there maybe all day, all evening, all night, and when no one comes, they just like, wow, no one gives a fuck. And it's like, well, no one knows, because on the outside you make it seem like you're fine and dandy, so you can't expect people to be a mind reader. You have to learn how to communicate your emotions. You have to have a balance. You have the yin down packed with this creativity, but that yang is where it's like, babe, you have to let that masculine energy come out. A lot of you are very in your feminine energy. You don't have to be a female to be in a feminine energy. We have both, but you kind of force yourself to be in the feminine energy to where you kind of crouch down and be in the depths of yourself. So that's interesting to see. And that's a lot to take in. Even for me personally, I'm like, damn, this energy is like, ooh, it's stressing me the fuck out. That's another thing that I wanted to say. I think that's all I had to say for y'all. Let's get into, let me pull some of these cards just so I can see some more energy. All right, Spirit, what else needs to be said for this Mercury retrograde? Pile number 2. It's so hard to shuffle circle. So we have Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. We have Well, family wishes come true. Bell, announcement. That's crazy. Well and Bell. Grapes. Pen, new job, career. Love, marriage. Interesting. So some of you, a lot of this energy is going to come out in your relationships for sure. We have another camel. All right, let's pull one more. All right. So let's get into some of these energies. Let me see what this one is. November. All right. So let's take a look at some of these energies that are here. We have November. We have love. Hope y'all can see that. If you don't, we have pen, new job or career. So some of these energies may come out during your career. Maybe you stress the fuck out about your job. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. The camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. Marriage. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. And bell, announcement. So, okay, so looking at these cards, you guys, Mercury retrograde, how they are going to, what the fuck am I talking about? How it's going to kind of show these, what word am I thinking about? Challenges, I guess you could say, to you. It can happen in your marriage. It can be happening in a career that you just took. It could be happening in, you know, people saying a certain announcement or certain things that pop up on maybe an email, or things that are just happening around you. These emotional, internal things that you internalize, certain things like that, that's how it comes up. That's how it begins. We also have November here. Like I said, again, some of you may have some fire in you with this November being here. Some of you may be in that realm. I don't know what November could possibly signify besides the beginning of that rebirth, the beginning. That's probably what it is then, because November is like, isn't it going into winter, or is it still fall? regardless of the fact, for me, November is like that month of still harvesting, but the last of the harvest, the ending of a cycle and the beginning of something new. All right. And so with all these new moons and full moons here in Sagittarius, and energy of the Leo sign, things of that nature, I see a lot of you are going to kind of see parts of your life in love, career, and creativity where these sort of emotional internalizations happen. It all begins in that area. A lot of you, if you persevere and if you kind of take what I'm saying and learn from it, while we go to get into the tarot cards on how you can do that, you're going to persevere through. You're going to start seeing your family coming back together, your relationships starting to glue really strongly because you guys are learning from each other. Okay, maybe some of you are trying to get pregnant. Some of you may want a child. Some of you may want a relationship in a marriage. Some of you may want so many things that intuitively, once you are emotionally healed, all of these things are going to pour into your life. So that's interesting. Let's get into some tarot cards, okay? How to, let's do some tarot cards to see why this is happening, how you can help yourself get through it. What you need to be looking out for, things of that nature. We'll go shuffle here live. All right, tap that baby for good luck. All right, let's get into it. Connecting with those who chose pile 2. What needs to be heard? What needs to be said? King of Cups, bitch. Pile 2. Stop playing with me. Like I said before, a lot of you can be the King of Cups, but a lot of you are King of Cups reversed. Internalizing. Blaming other people for your mistakes. Blaming other people for your own fuck-ups. Or using emotions to manipulate. Whew. Baby, cut it out. Stop playing, pile 2. Y'all are tripping out here in these streets. And the Emperor card. Yeah, baby. The Emperor card for me is kind of letting me know that some of you, wow. All right, pile number 2. Like I said before, a lot of you are really good with emotions. A lot of you can use emotions for manipulation within your relationships, and you also use it to manipulate yourself and lying to yourself that you're okay, or lying to yourself that people notice that you're mad without you saying that you're mad. A lot of you need to kind of be very, very authoritative. It comes to your emotions. When it comes to the things that you feel, you need structure, you need discipline. You need to communicate when you feel off. Stop being so shy. Some of you may have been in during your childhood to where your emotions were invalidated. Certain things were invalidated to you as a child. Some of you may have parents who didn't take on the leadership of being able to comfort you as a child or be there for you in general. Some of your parents may be working 1 or 2 jobs to where they probably weren't even around to comfort you when you were crying. And I just feel like since that was the case, a lot of you learned how to internalize and go into the shadows when shit starts getting tough and shit start hitting the fan because you're so used to having to take care of it on your own. Ace of Pentacles. For me, Ace of Pentacles is coming to let me know and let you know that the potential of what you can gain when you actually allow yourself to use your emotions to rocket you toward and forward in relationships and the things that you want by simply just being true to who you are, being real, being honest, not lurking in the shadows too much. Being in the shadows is okay sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's your superpower. But at the same time, some of you take it to extremes. Some of you go dark. When you go dark, you shut down. You shut all the way fucking down, okay? It's enough of that. Knight of Swords. When something's on your mind, Say that shit. When some shit is fucking with you, say that shit. When you not, if you, some of you males, if you're out here and you're dating multiple girls, some of you emotionally manipulate by telling people what you think you want them to hear. No. And then some of y'all feel like, wonder why the females that you're with are tripping. It's because you're selling them a dream and that shit ain't true. So it's not so much them, it's you. So how about you just be real right up the front? Like if you don't want to be in a relationship, be real with that. Be true to that. And women, some of you are in relationships with people that you know are not emotionally fulfilling for you. We have the King and the Queen of Cups both here. Okay? Both of these energies are telling me again, these are lessons within your life and things that Mercury Retrograde is coming to show you. Showing you that, hey sis, you shouldn't be having sex with a motherfucker that you know you think ain't shit. You shouldn't be having children with a motherfucker that you think ain't shit. That's not smart. Alright? It's not smart. Especially if you have communicated with your person or the person that you're with multiple times about things that you want or things that you expect from them and they still haven't done that. Like, baby, do you know your worth? Are you gonna be used as a fucking comeback? Like, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. So what we're gonna do is use our mouths, have boundaries with people who don't deserve us, stop emotionally internalizing everything. Just because somebody didn't text you right away or somebody didn't really say something with enthusiasm doesn't mean that they're not excited. Okay, let's not be too sensitive here. If they ain't got shit to do with you, let it go, let it flow. You know what I'm saying? Stop taking on the responsibilities of people who don't matter. We also have Temperance. Again, Pile 1 got Temperance. We also have Page of Wands as well. With these two energies being here, again, I feel as though Spirit is saying, learn from the past. Like Tyra Banks said, learn from this. We're rooting for you. Page of Wands is like, look, the little thing of passion that you have emotionally, creativity, the things that you have that you can put together, make sure you're nurturing yourself as well. Make sure that just because you feel like you need to be Captain Save a Hole all the time doesn't mean that you need to be. Sometimes you need to learn how to save yourself. Sometimes you need to take a pause, put people on the back burner so that way you are taken care of and you are emotionally heard. Okay, let's get into some of these goddess cards and then yeah, we're gonna get into something else. So we have cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Bitch, I'm not making this shit up. I'm not saying this shit for my health. I'm saying it because it's the truth. We have undying love. I'm sorry. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. That shit's blurry. Thank you. We also have start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. And that's on period. Why ain't whatever. Anyways, let's go ahead and see. Actually, you guys, I didn't get to pull these cards. Other aspects of yourself and aspects that you have that can help you during Mercury Retrograde. What qualities do they behold? What qualities do they have that can help them during this Mercury Retrograde? We have integration. So this is, again, the card that jumped out again for y'all. We also have breakthrough and celebration. So these are your three cards. qualities of yourself and qualities that you need to have for yourself during Mercury retrograde. All right, so let's get into these universe messages, your love messages from the universe. What does Pile 2 need to hear right now? What needs to be said? What needs to be heard? Time for a love fest. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons. And usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing. Groovy you, the universe. I love that. Y'all need more love in y'all life. Put a little love in your heart. Anybody else watch Stuart Little? If you watch Stuart Little, let me know in the comments. Only OGs know about that movie. Turn on your love light. What is up with love with you, Pile 2? What the hell? We have sometimes the best way to remain sane is to love like crazy. Works for me, the universe. Yes, baby. What else? I heart you. If everyone really knew how much they were loved, not only from above, but by those now in their life, there'll be little hearts drawn on everything from wheelbarrows to skyscrapers to jumbo jets. And I so look forward to that day. Big heart, the universe. Aww. I feel like a lot of you need to know that you are loved, that you are seen. I love you, bestie. Best believe that. All right, you guys, we're going to end off with your affirmations, which are over here. Give me a second. Make sure my weave don't get burned. All right. All right. Last but not least, affirmations for you to say during this Mercury retrograde. Pile number 2. I have the attitude of gratitude for the many achievements I have successfully experienced in my life. I have the attitude of gratitude for the many people in my life who support me in all that I do. And that's on what? Mary Had a Little Lamb. All right, baby. So with that being said, pile number motherfucking 2. I love y'all so much. And make sure that you are hitting subscribe to be a part of the Litters tribe here on YouTube. Make sure you hit like button because it helps me out a lot. And I know you like this motherfucking message, baby. Don't play with me. All right. So with that being said, comment down below what resonated with you. What are you going through in your life? How and why does this resonate? Okay. With that being said, I love y'all so much. I'll see you in the next motherfucking video. All right. Peace out. Anyways, what's up, pile 3? Welcome to your reading, razzle dazzle. So Mercury retrograde, bitch. What's going on? What energy is coming up for you? What needs to be heard? What needs to be said? What is going to be fucking you up right now? How can you be prepared for it? Let's get into it. Starting with your animal cards, we have the hyena. Ooh. We have the scorpion. Ooh, right? Come on, camera. I'm gonna need you to focus. I'm gonna need all y'all to focus. Focus on me. Thank you. Anyways, so hyena and the scorpion. Tuning into this energy. Pile number 3. Y'all motherfuckers are some savages, first of all. I just feel like a lot of you come off as like your flip-flop. A lot of you come off as, this bitch be doing too much. This motherfucker is just extra. What is going on in this person's mind? What were they thinking when they did that? I just feel like for you, pile 3, you guys are really, y'all just out there. Y'all are just out there. Y'all joke a lot. Y'all play a lot. But y'all are also very, very nothing to be fucked around with, okay? Like you're goofy. Yeah, you have a weird way of seeing the world. And yeah, you go about things in a different way. But you're also not someone to fuck around with. You're not someone to kind of play around or joke around about with certain things. I also feel like a lot of you are survivors. A lot of you are either survivors of certain things. I don't want to say necessarily what that is because YouTube is a little finicky with that, and I don't want to trigger anybody. But a lot of you are survivors. A lot of you are really strong out here in these streets. A lot of you will have gone through a lot of shit, and I feel like Mercury retrograde, I wonder what that's going to be. I want to dive into your astrology cards. Now don't get fucked up with these astrology cards, babe. Everyone has these zodiac signs within their chart. You ain't gotta be the sign that is on the card, okay? So we have Aquarius. Aquarius, I know. Neptune, sacrifice. Yeah, so these two cards, before I even keep going, like, it just feels like a lot of you have gone through a lot of shit. A lot of you are kind of in a space to where you just feel as though every time you step, there's some shit that goes wrong. Every time you have a good intention to do something, something else comes and fucks it up and throws it all off. Whether that is you having good intentions to start something and then a bill comes and fucks up your money, or if you have an intention to do, I don't know, a social media kind of thing, but then your camera break. I don't know, shit like that. Or maybe, I don't know exactly, but these are just, examples. I just feel like life has a weird way to always come and kind of test your strength. And I'm just tired. Look at me channeling for y'all ass. I'm tired of having to deal with this shit. I know that I'm meant for more. I know that I'm here for a purpose, but this shit is overwhelming. This shit, I'm through. I don't understand the purpose. I'm tired of being here on this ghetto ass planet. I'm tired of doing this shit all the time, every day, because it just seems like I don't have a break. That's the channeled message that I'm feeling from one of you or some of you or all of you. You let me know. But it just feels like a lot of you y'all are survivors. Pile 3, y'all are survivors. Let's keep going. We have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Adjustments are required, as well as chaos and conflict, and poised. So a lot of you make this shit look easy. A lot of you go through a lot of things. Maybe whether that is fucked up baby daddies, whether that is shit at work, whether that is just financial, whether that's family issues, whatever it is, a lot of you just have this thing where you go through a lot, but you make this shit look so graceful. You make it look so easy. They wonder how is this bitch so strong? How we can't get rid of this bitch. Like, we can't get rid of her. They're like, no, you can't get rid of me. Like, you will knock me down, but I'm gonna get right back up. This shit may be irritating, but I'm gonna keep getting up regardless. And that's the energy that you guys are, that is coming out of you, especially during Mercury retrograde. I feel like Mercury retrograde is, instead of getting punched to the ground, someone flicks you. Mercury retrograde ain't nothing for y'all. Honestly, it's really not. It's like, some shit happened, like, oh shit, it's raining outside. Okay, umbrella, while everybody else is losing their fucking brains. Shit like that. You make it look so easy. People wonder how you got through so much of things that have gone on into your life. You thrive in the chaos. You honestly do. I feel like you thrive in it. You thrive in the chaos. And it's crazy, this Aquarius here is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is, or Uranus, whatever, is the energy of chaos and coming in and blasting shit apart and tearing everything down. And a lot of you go against the status quo. A lot of y'all just do y'all thing. You don't really care about what people have to say in society. You run by your own accord. You run by your own flow. And I fucks with that. I love that for you. Let's get into some of these cards to see some more energy that Mercury retrograde is going to be throwing at you. I'm gonna just let them come out, let it go, let it flow. Spirit, come through. What does pile number 3 need to know about Mercury and its bullshit? It's so hard shuffling circle cards, you guys. That's the second time I've seen that card. All right, y'all ready? Because I'm ready. Let y'all know what these is. I didn't see these right here, but let's see. These two. So I have the rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. With these two cards so far, you guys, I feel like, again, I just feel like a lot of you begin new things and start new things, and it always seems like some shit comes and fucks it up. Some of you may have a situation going on with a child, or with a baby daddy, or with just family in general, and a lot of that is going to start playing out in your favor. If you do it right. Remember, intention plus action equals your fate. Okay, karma. So depending on that, I feel like a lot of you are going to kind of see the situation die down to where it's more easy and it's more graceful for you. We also have September. Okay, reaping that harvest, reaping everything that you deserve. We have grapes, time to go out and have fun. A wall, misunderstanding. Yeah, a lot of you are just really misunderstood. I feel like a lot of you are misunderstood. We have a shark. Take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. Again, like I said before, be careful of that karma. Be careful how you're doing certain things. I know a lot of you are strong and a lot of you are warriors, but I know when you get to that breaking point, you just ready to wreak havoc. Be careful. Your time is coming. Just calm, okay? Seahorse, family matters. That's a cute card. Got a lot of water animals here. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. So with these cards too, you guys, it's like you're misunderstood. Like seeing a hyena and a scorpion, you would think that, you know, especially with the scorpion, it's like, oh shit, run. Or the hyena, it's like, oh shit, run. Those animals, you can tell that they're dangerous. You have a way of flip-flopping, of knowing people know what they're going to get out of you. With the shark, necessarily, when it's misunderstood, I feel like people misunderstand like sharks are like the most dangerous animals out in the kingdom, when in reality they're not. My fiance has told me that killer whales are actually the worst ones out there in the ocean instead of the sharks. So I feel like a lot of you may be sharks in the ocean and people say, oh my god, it's a shark, and you're kind of like, bro, I can barely see your ass. I'm blind. And y'all don't underestimate me, or don't make me feel like I'm not worthy of love, or I'm not worthy of understanding, or I'm not worthy of someone coming at me in a gentle manner. Like, I deserve love too. I deserve to be understood. I deserve empathy. I deserve compassion. I want to pull just like a couple more here. We have claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Like I just told you. Chairfield. Someone new is entering into your life. So Mercury Retrograde is definitely going to be throwing a lot of triggers out for you guys. It's going to be kind of testing your might, testing how you exert your strength, how you exert your intentions and your actions. How's that aligned? Because I feel like you guys need to be a little careful with how you do things, because you don't want that karma back. I know that you have this thing where life always throws certain things at you, and you always feel like you're sacrificing something, and eventually somebody's gonna get the heat. And I don't blame you, but also be careful certain things that you strategically do that causes harm to someone else, to where you are going to reap that karma. You don't want that shit. So I don't know where that's coming from. Some of you need that, not all of you, but whoever that's for, take heed. All right. I think that's all I have for you guys as far as energy. Let's get into some tarot cards. All right. All right, Powerful. Let's get into some of your tarot cards so we can see how you can help yourself during Mercury Retrograde. why this is coming up for you. Why is this energy choosing to show itself during Mercury retrograde? Choosing all those that chose pile 3. What needs to be heard? What needs to be said for their Mercury retrograde? Why is this happening for them? Whew. We have Strength card and the Chariot making a debut again. Like I said, this is my strong pile. This is my pile that oozes strength and prosperity and perseverance and just confidence and courage and beauty and direction and knowing yourself. Maybe it took you a while to know who you are, but I feel like a lot of you know yourself. With this Chariot card being here, and we also have the 8 of Wands being here as well. I feel like there's something coming for you, pile 3. I don't know what that is, whether that's recognition, maybe that is reward, money, followers, subscribers, if that's what you want, money, compassion, recognition, an ending of something, whatever it is. There's some sort of cycle that's coming up that's going to end for you, pile 3. Certain things are coming in. Hold on. Another thing that I'm seeing for you guys for this Mercury retrograde is the fact that Mercury retrograde itself is teaching you how to direct that energy, teaching you how to use your strength, use your fire energy for your benefit. How can you use the strength so that way life seems a little effortlessly, so that way the decisions that you make are effortless, so that way, yeah, the Empress card is here too, letting me know again, you don't have to be loud to make a point. You don't have to scream and make people love you. You don't have to do too much in order to get what you want, whether that's career, love, marriage, whatever it is for you. Mercury retrograde is teaching you how to just allow things to happen. Allow your happiness to come to you. Allow yourself to find happiness in the little things, and allow you to know that you don't have to just roar. I don't know why I'm feeling energy, Leo energy. You don't have to chase. You can attract the things that you want effortlessly. You can literally just make your mind up of, this is the direction that I want to go. This is where I want to be. And you can literally co-create it easily. Wheel of Fortune. I knew karma and intentions for some reason just kept coming up for y'all for a reason. But whatever it was, whatever reason that is, you let me know. I feel like it's some sort of karmic lesson, some sort of cycle that you're learning that's coming and expanding for the better of yourself, depending on the actions that you guys, some of you take. So again, 5 of Pentacles here in reverse, letting me know that certain decisions that you make could result in instead of financial poverty, you'll be going into a direction to where money is easy and effortless for you, going to an energy to where, like I said again, things just naturally just fall on your lap. A break, if you want to say, an energy shift, learning your powers, learning why certain things happened for you so early, learning why you had to go through so much so early compared to others, is because you yourself, your soul, came down here to learn these lessons like this. You ain't had time to fool around, and now you're going to start reaping the benefits of always being the bigger person, or always, you know, having to go through certain things. So all in all, you guys, a lot of you are going Mercury retrograde. Instead of it kind of torturing you, I feel like Mercury retrograde is like good energy for you. It's weird. It's really weird. Let's keep going, you guys. What qualities that you possess that can help you at this time? Ooh. We have receptivity. Again, like I said, being open to receiving. Ooh, my nose. Every time I'm doing tarot readings, Have you anybody watched Bewitched as a child and her nose used to tickle and shit? That always happens when I'm doing readings. We have harmony as well. Being harmonized with the energy of yourself, being in harmony of your inner spirit and your inner feminine energy, of where you're kind of sitting back, relaxing, allowing things to just come to you. What other qualities for pile number 3? Consciousness, intensity, I love it. Turning in, meditating, allowing things to just be, not doing too much, you know. I wish this would focus. There we go. I just wanted to show you how she just like, this card specifically, both of these cards for me, like I was saying before, a lot of you don't hold back who you are or the things that you feel. I feel like Mercury Retrograde is going to teach you how to kind of not notice, but knowing how to take on negative things. Learning how to not allow, you know, irritants to always throw you off. Not always being so triggered or so easily triggered and being blah 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 when certain shit kind of hits the fan. Allowing people who say shit behind your back to just let them do. Just let shit be. Let it, like, who gives a fuck? If it's not in your highest good, if it's not a benefit for you, I would ignore it. Like, it's just really not that deep. I wouldn't say it's not that deep because it's your emotions, but it's just not worth your time. Okay, let's get into some of these goddess messages. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. We also have receptivity. Again, that receptivity came out twice for you. Write that down. Look at the definition and allow that to be like your theme of Mercury Retrograde. Allow yourself to receive. Fuck that I've been saying. This will increase your intuition, energy, and the ability to give to others. I literally have been saying that to y'all this whole fucking time. Let's get into some love messages from the universe. What needs to be said, what needs to be heard for pile number 3. Pile number 3. What love messages do they need to hear at this time? Let's get one more message for them. All right. Y'all ready? So we have dwell on what you love. Asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. Neither will be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know in what new directions they'll grow. I won't change a leaf on you, the universe. I love that. We also have there's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. Guidance, attention, help, maybe, love always. Criticism, never. The question was what to give others, if anything at all. Isn't it fun being you, the universe? We also have enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. Do you know what you've created? No, besides an intergalactical known saunter named after you, inspiration in the eyes that have watched you, hope in the minds that have admired you, and love in the hearts that have known you. But you might ease up on your sachet before someone gets hurt. Not bad, kiddo. Not bad at all, the universe. With this card, I know for a fact that some of you are Leos. Some of you have Leo in your chart. Some of you have Cancer in your chart. And some of you may have Libra, Taurus, Virgo. Some of you have those energies in your chart for sure. Wow. So pile number 3, before I let you guys go, here are some of your affirmations that I want you to say during Mercury retrograde. All right, let's see what you need to be repeating to yourself, things that you need to remember at this time. And then I'm gonna let you go, baby. All right. I have the attitude of gratitude for being a spiritual being in this physical world, able to experience, expand, and create each motherfucking day. I have the attitude of gratitude for the limitless blessings I experience each day. With that being said, pile number 3, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you resonated with this video, what parts did you resonate with? What is Mercury retrograde bringing up for you already? Give this video a thumbs up because it helps me out a lot. If you haven't already, hit subscribe to be a part of the little tribe here on YouTube. And if you want to miss out on that, then that's on you, baby. That being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.